Portland, obviously, clearly, concerted effort over 2 elections, 2010, 2011, actually in our primary in 2012, just blacking out. It's no wonder people vote straight Democrat ticket. The only people they ever hear about from the mainstream media in Portland area on television is the Democrats.
Let me play devil's advocate.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I know that there is obviously a problem with bias in the press at the local level and at the national level, and they definitely do what you say they're doing. On the other hand, there may be another consideration involved. I'm not saying that they don't do some of what you're saying too, but it also may be that they say, well, you know, no Republican has a chance against Bonamici, so we're not going to cover the congressional race in the 1st district. Them wanting to focus on who they consider to be the viable candidates.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and a lot of it is dinero. So anyway,
Robert De Niro is getting into politics.
No, dinero, like money. Hello.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Yes, I'm proud to tell you I spent less than 2 cents per vote, and I want to thank everybody who did vote for me. However, I didn't win, but I really thank you for getting out there and voting for me, and I appreciate it. And
but I mean, what you're saying is right, because when I was running, they weren't going to take you seriously as a candidate. I mean, they made it very explicit in some of the media people I talked to, unless you had a certain amount of money in your campaign, which is why I loaned my campaign money, so that I could say, well, we've got, you know, I'm not going to say how much, we had so many thousands of dollars in our account, and they said, oh, okay, we'll interview you, for, you know, the Oregonian, they said, how much you got? And I told them, they said, okay, then we'll interview you for deciding who we're going to endorse. And if I hadn't had that much money, they wouldn't have. So
Isn't
it's like,
that, I mean, well, look how many I got. I've got, you know, I believe like something around like 15,000 votes. I got 16,270 something in 2008 when I was running for just a state Senate position. And I got a lot of votes, and I didn't pay much money for them. If you are out there and you've been in the public eye like I have for as many years as I've been doing this show, and been working hard on campaigns, then I think that you should be able to have a viable chance of winning without spending hundreds of thousands of dollars.
well, sometimes they get it wrong.
A convict in Texas got 40-some-odd% of the vote against Obama in West Virginia.
Yeah, it's not just West Virginia.
Ouch.
There were 2 other
Then there
states.
was another.
There were 2 other states.
There wasn't always a
Uncommitted
convict, but this was a convict in another state.
One of them was uncommitted, and one of them was, I think, a lawyer, but an
yeah,
unknown.
it was in another state.
And they both got in the 40s. So there's a lot of dissatisfaction with Obama within the Democratic Party.
The fact that I wasn't in the voters pamphlet, and a lot of people have asked, why voters pamphlet? Why weren't you in the voters pamphlet? And I didn't make a big deal about it during the campaign. Probably I should have. It's $2,500, $2,500 that goes straight into corrupt Kate's.
Frankly, feel like you shouldn't bother run for office if you're not going to make sure you get in the voters.
I guess not.
And I know you didn't intend it that way, was it?
No, I was going to get signatures like I did before.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And I stood out there.
I'm just saying for people out there thinking of running,
getting signatures, and I got over 300 signatures. I got like 350 signatures, 330 signatures. And when I called up a week and a half in advance and said, okay, I want to get going on getting a petition so I can get in the voters pamphlet and get signatures. And the person at the Secretary of State's office said, oh no, we won't guarantee your signatures unless you got them in last Friday. And well, it's a week and a half before it's due. Oh no, we won't guarantee them. So Delinda, she did, bless her heart, she went out there and got signatures. She got like this one report was like 400 signatures, and they disallowed so many signatures that she was forced to pay $2,500 just to be in the voters pamphlet. But it was $2,500 that I should have spent as well, and found somebody to back me to do, because apparently that's the line of demarcation, to go from 87% of the vote to 43% of the vote.
I'll tell you, I ran for Congress in 2002.
Okay.
And at that time, it was $300 to get in the voters pamphlet.
Yeah, don't you think there's something hinky going on?
They've raised it 800%, from 300 to 2,500. No, it's just part of a general pattern of bureaucratic regulations that are designed to make it hard for ordinary people to run for office. It's basically the incumbents, it's the political establishment trying to make it hard for ordinary people to rise through the ranks and challenge, challenge.
That's right. That's right.
Those people.
That's what they're trying to do.
And I've seen this. I saw this at the federal level. If you're running for Congress, and you raise more than $5,000, you have to register with the FEC.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's really hard to win a congressional race with less than $5,000.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're a serious candidate, you're going to have to raise a lot more than $5,000.
And I was planning on doing that once I won the primary, but I wasn't going to do that then, yeah.
But the point is that once you do that, you're subject to all these FEC regulations, which are extremely complicated.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to hire professionals to deal with the FEC and to make sure you're in compliance with all the regulations. Otherwise, you're going to get screwed, which is what happened to me. I won't go into the details, but the point is that it's all designed to make it hard for regular people to run. If you're an established politician, yeah, you can raise whatever you need, $50, $100, $200, $500,000, and you hire a professional compliance person and you meet the FEC regulations. But if you're trying to run a citizen's campaign, forget it. You're going to get caught up, and it's all designed to keep the masses down.
That's right. It's
not about liberal or conservative. It's about incumbent and political establishment versus us like regular folk.
Yeah, I know. And then that was under this impression that because people tend to recognize me when I'm out and about, and because I've been doing over 3,000 hours of these cable access shows, and because I've been in 7 previous voters pamphlet running for office, that at some point my name recognition would be at a point where I wouldn't have to rely on big money donors who were going to later come to me and say, you know what, Lisa, we want you to do this, and we donated X amount of dollars, so you better do exactly what we tell you. And I thought, obviously I was naive to think that, and I also thought, naively so, that the news media would actually want to report on a race as small as the Congress. They wouldn't even want to report on Congress. You can't even report on races people are running for Congress, contested races. I mean, come on.